My dad took my brother away, my mom took my sister, and I was left alone in state care. Can you imagine being 8 years old and watching your family literally divide itself in half? My dad took my brother, my mom took my sister, and then, they just left me. For 2 decades, silence. But now, after all that time, they suddenly went back in, expecting to find that same desperate, abandoned child. What they're about to find is a woman who built her entire world from nothing, because let me tell you, the story gets intense. Before everything shattered, we were, by all accounts, a normal family. We lived in this brick ranch house in suburban Chicago, with a tire swing my dad hung from a giant oak tree in the backyard. I can still picture the way the evening sun would slice through the leaves, casting these dancing shadows where our golden retriever, Rusty, would chase us in endless, joyful circles until we'd all collapse in giggling heaps. My dad, Jack, was a big guy, a construction contractor, smelling of sawdust and mint gum, a smell I still find comforting. My mom, Diane, had this infectious laugh that would start soft and build until her whole body shook. She'd let me brush her dark blonde hair at night, 100 strokes, like a princess. Noah, my brother, was 10 when it all changed. My protector. He taught me to ride a bike, running alongside me until I found my balance, then cheering wildly. Sophie, my little sister, was just 6, with wispy blonde curls and a stuffed elephant named Ellie, its ear thin from constant cuddles. I'd read her bedtime stories, doing all the voices until she drifted off. Our home wasn't fancy, but it was ours. Glow-in-the-dark stars on my ceiling. Yellow curtains my mom sewed in the kitchen. Sundays were for pancakes, Dad at the stove, Mom slicing fruit, Noah sneaking chocolate chips, Sophie giggling, me feeling so grown up, setting the table. Summers at Lake Michigan, building sandcastles, Mom reading, Dad teaching us to swim past the waves. Exhausted and sun-kissed, we'd get ice cream, watching sunsets paint the sky. On my 8th birthday, Mom threw me a rainbow cake party. Friends, freeze tag, Dad setting up sprinklers, Mom snapping photos. I felt so special, so loved, completely oblivious that this would be our last celebration as an intact family. Looking back, there were whispers of trouble. Dad's work fluctuating, Mom's tight smile as bills piled up. But as a kid, you don't notice these things until they're impossible to ignore. Our home felt secure, warm, filled with the ordinary magic of game nights, shared dinners, Mom's flowery perfume. I believed my world was as solid as our brick walls. I never imagined it could crack, that a home built on love could still collapse, or that I'd be the one left behind. The first real crack appeared when Dad lost a huge construction contract. He came home hours late that night, his face gray with defeat. Mom sent us to the basement, but their voices, sharp and accusatory, carried right down the stairs. How could you have banked everything on this one job, Jack? Mom's voice. It was a sure thing, Diane. How was I supposed to know they'd go with another company? Dad's booming, raw reply. That night, I heard Mom crying in their room. Dad slept on the couch. Breakfast was silent, thick with tension. In the weeks that followed, Mom took extra nursing shifts. She'd be gone before we woke, back after we, and then watch the full story link is attached below.